Hey, hey, how y'all doing? It's just a small little live. Um, Later on in the morning, well, I said evening, I'm gonna try to throw something together. I think you would might like something that you would might like. I just want to say the title. It was just believe it or not. It's just to say that a lot of things on a computer. When you're expert at what you're doing and you know how to do what you're doing, a lot of times you get on there. You can change the title, you can edit, you can make things sound like one thing, or you can make things people. Because I only use my phone for right now, but some people can get on here and they can edit to make things look one way. A lot of times, again, like I said about going in chat rooms, I had to learn from my uh, Ann. Ann told me, she said, when you go in that chat room, you don't go in there acting silly. She's right. Actually listening to aloud discussions, you listening, you learn things that you don't see, things about the news. And sometimes the news they can mislead by accident. Some things that can happen by accident. And so come back and say, no, this is what happened, this. Because sometimes you want to get facts. A lot of times you want to get facts. You want to get the real story. Sometimes it's good to have these discussions. They have room where you have discussions, like with the situation in Rosemont. But it became a discussion. And that's what it should stay, as a discussion, not to go and bash. But sometimes people make themselves seem like they're the victim. A lot of times mistakes are happening. Sometimes it's just like, how should I put it? If I got a title, like believe it or not, then I go back and change it and judge it. And sometimes if you're not there into live, you really don't know. You may go by that channel holder, but you really don't know. And they can put on a performance, and they won't get on the people that do videos, or they may have got put out on the YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying? They got embarrassed, but they're gonna come at the person that doesn't do that. So a lot of times they could switch words around and switch and say, "Oh, you talked about my son. Oh, about my cousin." You see what I'm saying? And that's not the fact. You go into a chat room and you be polite and you speak to people. When you get to the point that you speak to a person and a channel holder just bash you, that indicates to tell you stay away from that. Don't go in there. Okay? So people will make it seem like you did this, and then you'll look at that person like, wow, really? And the subscribers are instigated. They don't really know. But when they get to learn how that channel holder is, they're going to do the same thing too. So a lot of times, it's not to say go hate a person. No. Go diss a person. No. That ain't nothing what I'm saying. Don't do that. I'm saying that it's a sad situation when you change things around, you edit. Now, sometimes you understand maybe you do that because I don't want to get my channel pulled. But when you change the title, or you try to change words to make it sound like you mad, that's a problem. Or somebody call you out and ask you to come on their panel, but you don't go over there. You don't go to their panel. No. But you want them to come to yours, where you could talk and where you could turn around and block them. But situations happen like that. So you have to learn, put it like this. You have to learn a person, and you have to come off the roller coaster. I tell people, come off the roller coaster. You've been on a merry-go-round, all right? What it does, it goes around and around and around. Hey, it goes around and around, so it tells you, hey, you go through the same thing, you cannot change nobody. Get off. Get off. And the only way you can handle a situation, in some situations, I'm not saying all, but some, is by not handling it at all. Don't handle it at all. That's how you do that. And by you not handling it at all, you sit back, you keep listening. You keep listening. You don't go off. You say, I got to have something to say. No, a lot of times you don't have to have nothing to say. You don't have to have nothing to say. Just back off. If somebody bash you, try to embarrass you, back off. People gonna say this and that. But the key fact, the people never came to you and asked you a question. Believe it or not. People never came and got your side. That's why you have a judge in the courtroom, and the judge is gonna say, well, he said what? She said what? He did this. They don't take one side, but some people take one side. They don't ask, well, all right, I'm on. But what did you do? They never ask questions. I said it once before. You got to ask questions to get an understanding of what goes on. It's as simple as that. People get mad at you. Some people you can't stay in the same circle. You have to come up out of your circle and go somewhere else to get understanding. You can be raised in the neighborhood, but if you don't understand what these folks doing or what these folks eating, what do you do? What do you do? You get out of your comfort zone and go somewhere else, and you learn a lot more, meaning martial arts. Okay? That's what you do. You in there, you in your group. Oh, I know karate. But an actor from Hong Kong, he knew Kung Fu, but what he do? He had to come up out of his element to see everybody else and perfect what he's doing. Believe it or not. So when people say something to you and you in that circle and you go and you stay in the same fence, you get caged in, you never learn nothing. You right there, you still caged in, but you don't go nowhere. You believe everything that person say until you get over here and listen to them other people. Until you take time and go to the old lives or old channels and see for yourself. Read and see for yourself, and you make your judgment call. You can feel sorry. You can say what you want to say, but the truth is right there in your face. And the truth been in my face, and I seen it, I ignored it, I didn't believe it. I believe in what they call second chances. Sometimes you have to go on. Simple as that. And I'm just gonna end this live, but I just had to come in and say sometimes you cannot play with people. Sometimes you go into a chat room, it's hard to speak to somebody. And this happens, you can go in and speak and say, hey, next minute, no, it just happens, y'all. You got to understand that people want to attack you. People want to block you. I remember going to another man's channel, holding spoke. He said, okay, everybody speak to everybody. Okay, now, all right. And they spoke. They spoke to me when I got in there. But that's just what it is. All about speaking. You speak to somebody and you move on. Hey, how you doing? You speaking. That's all you doing. You speaking. You didn't ask no question. You ain't do nothing. You know when you ask questions, they get offensive. But when you speaking and then say nothing, sometimes they attack you. Sometimes, the chat room is moving too fast. Some folks do that. Some folks have so many in their chat room, that thing be spinning. It's hard for you to even read. Wait a minute, what it's saying? It is. It's hard. I remember going to Truth That Live. I remember going to his live, and he had like, what was it, 200? Sometimes he have 900. He have 400. Oh, I mean, that chat room just going. I'm like, whoa, I can't hardly read what you saying. And it's just going, okay? Because people have different conversations. And you got some people, like I said, they speak. Other people don't say nothing. Some people can speak. And when they speaking, ain't nobody gonna say nothing. But you got some that speak, you gonna say something. So I know it sounds childish, but that's just the way it is. Stay strong. That's anybody. Stay strong. But look, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here, and like I said, I'm gonna have to get prepared for later on this evening. Okay. I would thank the people that came to my live. It was just a quick one. That's all it was. But y'all take care and hold it down.